So first of all, I'm a Thaddeus Stevens graduate myself. I'm a firm believer in the mission of the college, and I wanted to come back to Thaddeus Stevens and teach metals fabrication because I am passionate about fabrication and craftsmanship as well. Advice I would give to future students is don't be afraid to ask questions of your instructors. We're here to help, and you're here to learn. So our goal is to teach you the basics of what you need to know to be successful in the industry. So don't ever be afraid to ask questions or to step up and try new things that you might not be comfortable with.
My favorite thing about Thaddeus Stevens College is the value to the students. In metals fabrication and welding technology, we have a beautiful brand new facility, lots of new equipment in there. And then outside of the shop, there's just a ton of job opportunity for the students. So that's full-time summer work for the freshman students, and then sophomore students starting their careers. The school's big enough that we have this brand new facility, all this nice equipment, but it's small enough. If you have any questions or need help, there'll be somebody that you can get a hold of to take care of that. One of my favorite projects every year is participating in the Skills USA team fabrication competition. So there's 3 students in a team. They have 1 day to build a project off a set of blueprints. So they're going to cut the material, lay it out, fit it together, tack weld it, and then it'll be judged against other teams. We've won the Pennsylvania state competition twice in the post-secondary category, and hope to win a national medal one day.
Well, when I lived in the Pacific Northwest, I did a lot of on-the-job training. Having graduated from Thaddeus Stevens, I actually had somewhat of a formal training in metals fabrication. And I found myself teaching a lot of people metals fabrication on the job site as a supervisor, just to get them up to a somewhat competent level where they would be useful to me as an employer and a supervisor to get the job done. When Stevens called me back, at that point I really realized what an important and special environment Thaddeus Stevens was when it came to learning the fabrication trade, being one of the few colleges, maybe even in the country, that teaches this kind of a program in the way we do. So I learned a lot when I was here, and now the program is way more improved and advanced than it was when I graduated. So that's the reason why I chose to become a technical instructor. Mr. Hauer, he is retiring this year. Sadly, I'm going to miss him a lot. He was my first instructor when I came to Thaddeus Stevens. He had recently been hired, and I was here before him. And then he actually came on a few weeks after I started my course study in sheet metal at the time. And so I was here for his first day, as I will be here pretty much for his last, which is a big full circle for me. What I learned from Mr. Hauer, and might have spoiled me for some of my experiences when I lived out west, was that Mr. Hauer taught me what to expect when it came to being treated professionally and to be treated equally in the trade as a woman. There was no special treatment for my sex and no discrimination from him. So again, I was an equal. I was not special. I was not subpar due to my gender. I was an equal. And I strive to teach other young women in the trade that same idea.